Hello everyone. So this is going to be a really quick video that I just wanted to make. It's not going to be a long video, but I just want to take a bit of a little bit of a deep dive into this. So as you all know, I am a big Bayverse fan, and this came out recently. I'm looking at these on Show These Store, not sponsored or anything, but these just have really good images. So yeah, for a long time, this guy, I mean, you might have seen my Black Apple unboxing video. This was my dream figure, and it ticked all the right boxes. And, it's one of those things you don't realize what something looks like till the better thing comes along. Now, I still think that even with this and this, that this guy is still amazing. Don't forget, these figures here have probably taken a lot of engineering from this guy, as he took it from the Avengers of Fallen Leader, but just made black magic out of it. I still think we have to respect Black Apple, but the thing is, it's strange because looking at this guy, he was, I mean, especially when you did the mod. I didn't do the mod, but I did find a way to get the chest to sit perfect. And I mean, just looking at him still, he looks amazing. It's mainly the chest area that sometimes looks a bit strange, in the head, but my head's pretty cool. And the backpack was always something for me, and I always thought the back of the legs were a little bit skinny, but it wasn't too much of a problem. Now, this was fully, this was the king, and then this guy came along and dethroned him. And this guy looked like he was going to be the king, and then this guy just completely ripped both of them to shreds. Now, the thing is, I feel sorry for Magnificent Mecha because I can tell that these guys have put a lot of work into this. Now, look at the intricate detail. There's so much good work that's gone into this. And the thing is, I think all these parts are from the truck. I don't think there are any faux parts. The only bit maybe the door here, but you can tell all these are actual vehicle parts. This guy, he looks incredible. Now, as I said, this was King, then this came along, and then this guy. I genuinely didn't think Black Apple could get beaten. And I genuinely don't think this guy will get beaten. Now, of course, the only way you're going to get better is if you go 3-0 or Prime 1 Studios. I don't think another transformable Bayverse Prime is going to dethrone this. I might be wrong. Something else might come along in 5 years' time, but I don't see us getting any better than this. Now, the thing is, the reason why I said I feel sorry for Magnificent Mecha, I've pre-ordered both of these, by the way, the Magnificent Mecha and Unique Toys, but I still think I'll get them both. But the thing is, I don't know how much of this is faux parts. The proportions on this guy is, I mean, the detail and the proportions are better than any Optimus. Even the smokestacks here in the middle of the shoulders are where they should be. I mean, look at the back door panel. I didn't notice till now, but it has that textured pattern to it. And I'm not sure how much of this is the real truck. Obviously, I think the windows are here. These doors look a little bit faux, mainly because of the bend at the bottom there. Because if you look at the truck, it doesn't have a bend there. It's flat, whereas if you look at this, it's got the bend to it. So I feel like Unique Toys will do a lot of faux parts. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's the route they have to go with this thing. But the best thing about this is that he has the Dark of the Moon kit, whereas this guy, you have to decide which one you want to buy, or if you have a load of money, you get both. This Optimus looks the best in terms of screen accuracy out of all of them. This, mainly this guy, I feel this looks like Optimus Prime's Movie 1 concept art. What I mean by that is those early images of Optimus from the films, the concept art, he looks like that. He still looks good, don't get me wrong, but I feel he looks more concept art. And this Optimus, I feel he looks more like the game. So if you remember Transformers the game, the cutscenes, obviously you had the characters what looked like the movie part, but they weren't as detailed. That's what I feel this looks like. This looks like the movie, and this looks like the Transformers 2007 the game Optimus, how he just had that blocky look to him without the finer details. But this still looks amazing. As I said, I feel sorry for Magnificent Mecha because I feel like they just went to all this work. Because with Magnificent Mecha, as I said, I feel like all these parts are from the truck, and you can tell. This guy, he just feels too real to be any real parts. It feels like it's all faux parts. So I respect Magnificent Mecha for doing this. And I felt sorry that a lot of people have brushed this guy under the carpet now because this guy's come along and it just feels like they've done all this work and this has just dethroned them. I still think this will sell, but I feel this has harmed greatly the sale of both of these. I really think Magnificent Mecha would have had it in the bag had this guy not come out. Because genuinely, I thought you couldn't improve over this, but apparently you can. The only other thing I wanted to discuss, another thing. The one thing that I said I had not a problem with Black Apple, but the one thing that I said was inaccurate was the flaming, the color behind them. So Optimus is actually orange and red with his flames. It shouldn't be yellow. So I'm hoping these guys fix it so it's actually orange to red fade instead of yellow to red. And the thing with Optimus in the Black Apple, a lot of these details, like his biceps here, his shoulder, a lot of the details on his legs as well, they're all there, but they're molded in details. They kind of look flat now. Whereas, and especially with the feet, you know, how it's just a flat foot. But if you look at Unique Toys and Magnificent Mecha, they have the full molded 3D parts, you know, the full thing that looks just 3D, you know, it doesn't look flat like this guy. Now, this is one thing I want to talk about before I go, but will I be pre-ordering this guy? I'm on the fence. I kind of want to do it, especially, I mean, this doesn't look like it has the colored images, but, oh, there we go. So these are the colored images. Thank you for Frankie who posted these images. This isn't really the color that Optimus is in the movie. Don't get me wrong, the mold looks incredible, and I think side by side, all these Optimuses, especially this one with this guy, they will look incredible. They're all around the same size exactly, so they're all in scale with MPM. The paint job is fantastic. The only thing is he wasn't this color in the film. I feel like the TMT have just done these colors because they're Optimus. I'm holding off because I'm hoping that this company release the same figure but with the actual movie colors where it's more of a beige and brown and bronzy sort of color. I'm hoping that's what they do. The only sort of concern I have is I feel like this is going to use a lot of faux parts as well. If you look at a lot of the images, especially around the shoulders, it looks like there's all the truck details, you know, all these panels here for the truck. It looks like they just fold inside the chest. I feel like all this and all the back panel are just faux parts that are just underneath all this. I don't think kind of like this guy, how the truck becomes all these parts. I feel with this guy, all these details are actually hidden just on the other side of these panels, and they just sort of 180 flip and go inside out and become like this. Kind of like the actual evasion mode Optimus Prime was from back in 2014, you know, the Voyager class. I'm hoping not, because it would be amazing if they could, but, you know, actually transform this to this without any faux parts. This kind of reminds me of the Studio Series Galvatron, how he was the truck and then he basically just turned inside out, and on the other side of the parts were just molded detail. Now, I'm not trying to make this bad. I think what they've done here is incredible, but it's just a fear I sort of have. So if they do this guy in the actual movie colors, I think I'll definitely get him. But depends how much price he is as well, because this guy right now is my main concern. But that's been my brief look at these figures. I did want to do a real in-depth one where I really compare the actual parts of a CG model. If that's something you want to see, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I would gladly do that. Anyway, thank you everyone for listening, and till all are one. Feel free to join the Discord, follow me on Instagram at TFan5000, and subscribe for more stop motions. Anyway, this time, till all are one.